Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting video in Biz Technology Solutions Continuing Web Series. In this series we've been taking a look at various Office 2016 products and giving you some tips and tricks to help you get the most out of those products. Today we're going to have a look at probably one of the most used products in the Office 2016 suite, and that is Outlook 2016. I want to offer you 5 tips to help make Outlook more productive. First, we'll start with a handy, albeit kind of sneaky tool, and that is the blind carbon copy. If you add a recipient's name to the blind carbon copy box in an email message, a copy of the message is sent to the recipient, but the recipient's name isn't visible to other recipients of the message. The only person who can see the names of BCC recipients of a message is the sender. It's important to note that when you first use Outlook, the BCC box doesn't appear. After you turn on the BCC box, it will appear every time you create a message. As you see in this example, the BCC box is not there. So, how do we turn it on? Well, as in previous lessons, we have a new tool in the Office 2016 product line that is present in all of the products, and that is this Tell Me What You Want to Do box. So in that Tell Me What You Want to Do box, simply click up there and type in BCC. And there you will see the option for the BCC field. Click that, and now you have the BCC field available to you. Another note is that BCC recipient names don't appear when you preview messages in the reading pane. Only recipients on the to and CC line appear. Also, if you want to add someone as a blind carbon copy on a meeting invitation or a meeting request, you know that when you go into a meeting request, when you receive a meeting request and you accept it, you can go in and you can look at the list of attendees. If you want to add someone basically as a blind carbon copy who can attend the meeting without showing up in the list of attendees, you do that by adding the person as a resource. So whoever you add as a resource receives the meeting request. They can accept or reject it, but other people you invite to the meeting don't see that person on the list of attendees. And that is blind carbon copy. The next feature I want to cover is delay or schedule email message delivery. Normally, when you hit send, messages are sent immediately. However, in Outlook, you can delay sending a single message or use rules to delay the delivery of all messages. These messages are held in the outbox for a specified period of time after you click send. It's important to note that if you're using a POP3 or IMAP account, Outlook must remain open until the message is sent. To determine the type of account that you're using, simply click File, Account Settings, Account Settings. Under the Email tab, you will see the type here. If you're using POP or IMAP, your Outlook must stay open in order to send that delayed message. Now, to send a delayed message, simply create a new message, as I've done here. Go to the Options tab. In the More Options box, choose Delay Delivery. Make sure that this box is checked, Do Not Deliver Before. Specify the date and time you would like the message delivered. Choose Close and send the message. Now, that message will not be delivered until the time that you've specified. However, if you've changed your mind and you want to send that message immediately, simply go to your outbox, double-click and open that message, go back to Options, click on Delay Delivery, uncheck the Do Not Deliver Before, click Close, and hit Send. And you see the message is sent immediately. That's it, delayed delivery. Okay, this next feature is one of my favorites. It's the Ignore or Clean Up Conversation feature. So if you've ever found yourself on a thread that just keeps going and going and going, you know that it can fill up your inbox and take up a lot of time. And sometimes you don't even need to be on that thread. So what do? Okay, let's first assume you need to be on the thread. So you want to see what's going on in the thread, but you don't need all of those emails clogging up your inbox. So in this example, I have created this thread. In fact, it's a thread about how awesome this thread is. And you can see the last message. Each message contains all the messages before, right? So I don't really need all the messages before because I have all that information right here in the last message in the thread. So what can I do? Well, I can use cleanup this conversation. Cleanup this conversation will move the redundant emails into the deleted items folder, which keeps your inbox clean. So let's look at how we do that. To clean up a conversation, make sure you have the last email in the thread selected. Simply go up to the Cleanup Conversation button and choose Cleanup Conversation. Once you've done that, hit Cleanup. Bam! All the messages are now gone, leaving only the last message in the thread with all the information that I need. All of the other messages were moved over to the deleted items folder. And that is how you clean up a conversation. Now, we know how to clean up a conversation, but how do you get yourself off of those annoying threads? Well, you can send, and this is annoying too, you can do a reply all and say, please remove me from the thread, but that rarely works. So the easiest way to remove yourself from a conversation or a thread that you don't want to be a part of any longer is to just use the ignore command. So just select the email in the last email in the thread, or really any email in the thread, and come up and choose the ignore command. And you can then choose ignore conversation. When you do that, you notice it took the conversation, removed it from your inbox, placed it in the deleted items folder. It also keeps any future emails from that conversation out of your inbox. It moves them directly into the deleted items folder. So now you just ignored that conversation and you don't have to worry about it anymore. That's how you use the ignore or clean up conversation options in Outlook 2016. So another great feature in Outlook 2016 is something called conditional formatting. Now it's existed before. It was called automatic formatting in Office 2003, 2007, and it's a way to make messages that meet defined conditions stand out in the message list by either color or their font or their style. You specify the condition that an incoming message should meet, such as the sender's name or their email address, and then conditional formatting is applied only to those messages. If you've ever scrolled through a list looking for a particular person and you'd like for their name to kind of stand out, you can use conditional formatting. It's really cool. Here's an example of how you use it. To apply conditional formatting, go to View, go to the View Settings, which is under the Current View box. Select Conditional Formatting, and in this case, let's add a new format. We'll call this one Julian, and we will create the conditions. In this case, any message that is from Julian. And we will apply a new font. Let's give Julian something interesting. Let's make him stand out. Let's give him a new font and a new font color. Now, instantly you'll notice Julian looks different, stands out from the rest of the messages in my email list. And that is how you apply conditional formatting. The final feature we'll discuss today is instant search. So in Outlook 2016, email search, which was first introduced in Microsoft Office 2007 and revised in Microsoft Office 2010, is faster, more reliable, and provides improved performance. You can seamlessly search email across your local computer, Exchange 16 server, or your Office 365 mailbox. Outlook makes it easier to find email by offering keyword and people suggestions based on your mailbox content from Exchange 2016. You can quickly find email from someone that you've been exchanging emails with on a project that you've been working together on. So the way you do it, it's pretty simple. Simply click in the search box and start typing what you're looking for. In this case, I remember having an email from Kelly about the annual hiking trip. So I'm just going to type in Kelly and hiking, and there it is. Just like that, with instant search, I quickly find what I'm looking for. And that's it. I want to thank everyone so much for joining us today. I hope you got something out of this. Please click to subscribe and check back with us regularly because we're going to be creating more videos. Thanks again and have a fantastic day.